The story of a people is told best by those who live it out daily. And when the history of that community is informative, inspirational, and insightful, it should then be shared with the world. The Clio Exchange does that.
Just two kinds of people in the world. I can't fall in love. Just two kinds of people in the world. They are a boy and girl. Boy meets girl, I love me.
We're talking about DC's finest.
DC's finest, also known as the doo-wop cops, because we are present of retired police officers.
And I love the tagline you guys have, which is, you're providing arresting science.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to pat myself on the back too hard, but that was a product of Dennis Pettit and I sitting down up at Collectible Records. Collectible Records is the record company that produced our CD in Philly, and we sat down and I came up with arresting sounds and put some pictures and everything. They didn't have to do a whole lot because we had a little bit of a track record behind us.
Right.
But that's one CD. We are, in fact, some busy guys.
Are you?
So, so much so that we actually had to really force ourselves to sit down and make some more CDs.
Okay.
So this summer, hopefully, we'll finish two more CDs.
Okay. And you guys do a lot of great work, and you've been doing it for a lot of years.
Yes.
But going back to the youngster who's got the deep bass voice.
Right.
You're winning all of these talent shows.
Right.
How was your parents feeling about all this? So were they supportive of your desire to be an entertainer?
Actually, my mother was a single mom. My father was a barber at 7th and T, the old Dunbar Hotel there. My father died when I was very young.
Okay.
But I did get to spend some time with him. My life was pretty much my life, My mother,
You're kind of on your own.
My mother would often tell me, you're a very special child. And now I know exactly what she means because we have so many kids that don't have fathers, and they're all the way live. They just don't know what to do with themselves. So I kind of understand what she meant back in those days because all the opportunity was there.
But you didn't get involved.
I didn't get involved.
Was it the music?
It was there. It was the music. It was probably summers away in the country. Sports, baseball.
Okay.
I loved baseball. I absolutely cannot figure out how I got away from baseball because I'm from a baseball family. I mean, we all played baseball. But my best friend ran track, and he kind of convinced me to running track, so I ran track and field most of the time. But it was there. The crime, everything else was there. The biggest difference then and now is that the drugs weren't there, thank God, and the guns weren't there. We had a lot of clean fun back in those days, and if you had to settle an argument, you did it with your fist.
DC streets were tough back then as well.
Right.
Still tough.
Right. But we settled our differences in a lot of different ways than what they do now, of course. But I can't say it enough, and I often tell kids nowadays because I do a lot of speaking to kids on my own.
Okay.
I'm a youth motivational speaker, and I tell kids that if you have a lot of anger, and most of them do, if you have a lot of anger, keep that anger. That's a good thing. It's an emotion. Anger is nothing but an emotion. Let's take that anger, okay, and let's channel it into something positive. Okay, let's say if somebody calls you no good and tells you that you're not going to ever be anything in life, use that anger to prove that person wrong. Okay, so that's everybody's going to get angry.
Sure.
It's an emotion, but let's channel it into something positive.
Right.